What's up, everybody? This is my first video. Just to give you guys a little bit of background, ever since July, I started commuting into New York City for my job. I had been driving in every day for the last 2.5 years, and just the wear and tear on my car and the cost of tolls, I was spending about $23 a day just to get into the city. So I started taking the train, and one thing I noticed as I was walking through the train station, Penn Station, the subway station, was there's always a lot of change on the ground. So ever since I started taking the train, I just picked it up and kept it in a separate pocket. I always wanted to see how much I could get. I was going to wait for a year until I counted it all, but this is about 5 months worth of coins that I found on the ground during my commute. And I figured it's December. Starting to get a little full. This is a Planters empty peanut container. I wanted to see how much I actually had and start keeping a tally monthly, every month, about what I find. Now, this isn't just on my commute. Ever since I started walking around Penn Station and picking up coins that I found on the ground, I've just been noticing them more in just everyday life when I'm walking the streets in New York City. I will do hopefully at least once a month a video for this, but if I find something interesting or I think of a new topic around this, I got a few ideas of some other videos just aside from how much I've gotten in the month that I'm planning on doing, hopefully to keep this channel going. This video is not really for anybody except just more of a record keeping, and about a year down the line, just to see how much I actually brought in. You'd be surprised on how much may be in here. But I figured let's dump it out, take a look, and see what we got. Now you notice $2 bills in here. Obviously not something that we find a lot, but off the bat I already found one. Let me see if you guys see that. One Wheatie. Let's see what the date on this is. 1945. It's not going to focus, but I'm going to keep that aside. I actually want to see what kind of coins I got in here too. So here's another Wheatie. 1951. Still, I'm filming this on my phone. See if I can focus that and bring it in. Nope. This is a 1951. See if I see anything else on the surface. No, nothing right now, but just to give you guys an idea of what types of coins we're looking at. These are both pennies. I find all sorts of different ones. This one's obviously pretty grimy. This one is a 2013. Doesn't look like it's been in much circulation. But instead of looking at my phone while I walk around and during my commute, I try to keep my head up, notice my surroundings. What I'm going to do is, I got these 4 cups. I'm just going to separate the coins. Pennies go in one cup, dimes in another. That way it'd be easier to count how many we have of each. There's a quarter. See, some of these I actually have to take a look whether it's a penny or a dime. Now, obviously by the size, and when I look at it, it's so grimy, but this is a penny. See? There we go. A pretty grimy dime. I'm not going to sort through all the coins looking for rare ones. I'm not a coin collector per se and trying to find rare coins. If I see an old one off of what I'm just looking through, I'll try to put it aside, but outside of that, I'm really just interested to see how much I find. Oh. Foreign coin. Snuck through the cracks. I'll put that aside. See, what kind is this? Oh, Colombia. 19. I wish I could focus this a little bit better. I'll try to get a better camera next time. It's 1939. There we go. There's another dime. Oops. Dime snuck in with the pennies. That's a real beat up dime. So one of the upcoming videos I'll probably try to do is some other areas where I tend to find a lot of coins. I mean, my commute outside of to my train station then to Penn Station in New York City. And I had to walk to the subway. From the subway, I had to transfer trains on a different platform. There's a lot of waiting time. So instead of just standing there and I get home late, I like to walk around, at least get my legs moving. I sit at my desk a lot, but at least gets me walking around. Not a ton of exercise, but it's more than what I would be doing if I was standing or sitting in the train station. And through that walking around, I'll find a decent amount where I wouldn't have found anything if I was just standing there. There's other areas that I just naturally look at now. And there always tends to be coins there. I wouldn't say more often than not, but it's a place a couple places I'll walk by, and there'll be something there at least once a week. But I'll save those for another video or two. Got to try to provide some content if people like this, and I'll try to keep doing more. This is my first video, so I keep going off the screen, but I'll also make sure I do a little bit better next time too. As you can see, we're almost done, and this penny cup is pretty filled. Some quarters, dime. So outside of the pennies, we found more dimes, which is actually pretty surprising with how small they are. Let me get these last ones in there. All right, so there's the quarters. There's the dimes. Nickels. That's just dryer lint in here. There's the nickels. And there's the pennies. So once again, I'm going to cut it here, pile them up, and see how much we got. There it is, everybody. It's over $16 in found money. And just over, this is about 5 months. Now, people are wondering, how much is this? This is just over $16. Still might not seem like a lot, but to put it into perspective, I currently have a 36-month bond, CD that I put $500 in, and that's making about $1.09 a month. In 5 months, I got over $16 just by keeping an eye out and walking around, noticing my surroundings. So I'll do a video at least once a month about what my monthly finds are. If I'm walking around and I see something, I'll try to pull out the video camera. I'm also going to start a Twitter page. The name of the Twitter will be in the video and the description. Possibly even an Instagram. We'll see how this goes and how many people are actually interested. Those will obviously be if I see something that's just a picture worth taking a picture and not video worthy. And then in the month I'll incorporate those pictures into these. But what I'm actually going to do, I'm not going to roll these up just now. I might wait until the end of the year to roll everything, but I got this big container over here. Let me put this down. I got this big container so we can actually see it grow as we go along. So I'm going to put it in here, see how tall this gets, and then we'll keep adding to it as we go along. But thanks, everybody. Subscribe, follow, whatever you want to do. Comment, that'd be great. I'm assuming I'll get a bunch of negative comments for who knows what reason, because some people need to find something negative about everything, but leave a comment. I'll read them. I'll respond to them. But thanks, everybody. Doesn't seem like much in this grand scale, but that's about $16. I also Side note, aside from this guy I found, 1939, found 2 more Wheaties. So we got a 1944, 1958D, 1951, and a 1945. So I'm going to keep these in a separate bank just to see how many of these I actually find and collect. I'm not really sure if these are even worth anything, so if you know, make a comment, let me know. All right, see you guys.